From the bad to the cringy, from the bizarre to absolute shit, horror movie remakes with my top 10 worst horror remake movies that you'll ever watch. Let's go! Number 10. And stick around to number 1 because you'll want to hear my number 1 reveal for this list. Number 10 is the 2006 horror remake starring Nicolas Cage, directed by Neil LaBute. And without a doubt, amongst the horror community, this is definitely a stinker, and that is The Wicker Man remake. Now, I've only seen this movie once. The original is just a masterpiece. You can't go wrong with the original. So why did this remake cop so much flack? Well, it's so crap that it's good. Just take a look at a clip from this movie and you'll be the judge.
What is that? What is that? What is it? Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast! Ah!
Number 9. And this is a remake of the 1980 horror slasher film starring Jamie Lee Curtis, but this 2008 remake directed by Nelson McCormick definitely is one of the worst horror remakes that everybody can agree with me with this one, and that is the 2008 remake of Prom Night. Now, just terrible direction, terrible story, acting was terrible, just overall a shit movie. But take a look at a clip from this shitty horror remake and let me know or what you think in the comment section down below. Number 8, and this is a remake of the 2002 Japanese horror film by Hideo Nakata. This is the American remake from 2005, directed by Walter Salles, and this is none other than the film starring Jennifer Connelly in this just garbage of a remake, and that movie is Dark Water. Now, this remake, I've watched it once, did not like it, very boring, it drags on. Definitely, they could have made it a lot better because this movie is definitely my favorite Japanese horror film of all time, the original, but take a look at a clip from this movie and unfortunately, yeah, if you haven't seen it, I wouldn't recommend it, but here, take a look. Number 7. This is the 2006 remake directed by John Moore, and this is a remake of the original 1976 just classic horror film, The Answer to the Primitive Exorcist, which predates this movie, but this film is The Omen from 2006. Now, this remake, just horrible. Bad casting, Julia Stiles playing the mother. The kid wasn't scary at all. They were trying to remake a classic, yet they definitely had big shoes to fill, and it was a horrible disaster. Seen it once, we'll never watch it again. And some little boy trying to beat up his mother in this movie just really was quite jovial and comedic. But anyways, take a look at a clip from this movie, and if you disagree with me, well, let's just say you can go get Number 6. This is the 2019 remake directed by Lars Klevberg of the original 1988 horror masterpiece directed by Tom Holland, and that movie is Child's Play. Now, this remake, I didn't like it. The acting was terrible. Everything about it was terrible. But then again, you can't make a remake that's better than the original, in my opinion, for most films. Having said that, Don Mancini, the original Child's Play was definitely the best in the franchise. Now, if you don't agree with me, definitely take a look at a clip from this movie and then you might change your mind. Here, take a look.
I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. Please.
Thermostat reaching max.
Ah! Shit! Shit!
Number 5. This is the 2022 horror remake directed by David Bruckner of the original 1987 horror classic. My favorite horror film of all time, directed by Clive Barker. And if you don't already know by the director, this movie is the Hellraiser remake. Now, Jamie Clayton's performance in this film was euphoric. She did a great job. Definitely, they were more true to the novel, The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker, but this remake was not good at all. There were some areas of this movie that I liked more than others, but yeah, definitely was a terrible horror film that they could have spent more time making. It came out on a lot of streaming servers, definitely a limited release, but overall, not the greatest horror film. And yeah, here, take a look at a clip from this horror remake.
Bring us another.
Number 4. This is the 2010 remake directed by Samuel Bayer of the original 1984 horror slasher classic, probably the greatest slasher film of all time, directed by Wes Craven, rest in peace. And that movie is definitely one of the worst remakes of all time. A Nightmare on Elm Street remake, starring Jackie Earl Haley as Freddy Krueger versus Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. You can't compare the two. Robert Englund is just on another level. Wes Craven's direction. This film was definitely a huge flop, a disaster. There were some cool aspects of this movie, the backstory of Freddy Krueger, but overall as a movie, just horrible. And I think everybody out there, including Robert Englund, as he's posted on his Instagram, because I've got him on Instagram, definitely, he doesn't even like it. So what can I say? This is overall a much hated horror remake. But yeah, here, take a look at a clip from this horror remake and let me know what you all think in the comment section down below.
Little Nancy, now that you got me, what game do you want to play next?
Fuck you.
Ooh, sounds like fun.
Number 3. This is the 1998 remake of one of the greatest horror films to date. A Alfred Hitchcock film that was remade by Gus Van Sant from the 1960s, and that movie is Psycho. Now, everyone amongst this planet can agree with me that this remake was horrible, unwatchable, frame for frame remake. Definitely nothing special about it. Vince Vaughn, superb actor, but this movie definitely just shit, mate. Okay, but take a look at a clip from this movie, and I'll also add in a clip from the original Psycho, and then you can let me know which one you think is better. Number 2. This is the 2016 horror film directed by Travis Zauni of the 2002 horror classic directed by Eli Roth. This is Cabin Fever, the remake. Now, horrible movie, horrible acting, horrible direction, horrible storyline. This was more or less of a joke. This film won't be missed. I watched it once, and it's a one-time watch kind of film. Definitely nowhere near as good as the original film. Eli Roth, this was his first movie that definitely catapulted him into the limelight of Hollywood. What a great movie the original was, and what a piece of crap this remake was. Don't watch it. If you want something to watch while you're drunk, while you're high, watch this remake, but even then you probably won't even enjoy it. But here, take a look at a clip from this remake.
Help me! I'm burning. Help me. I need a doctor.
Number 1, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the 2013 horror remake directed by Fede Alvarez of the iconic 80s horror classic from 1981, directed by Sam Raimi, and that movie is Evil Dead, the remake. Now, the remake versus the original from the 80s, you can't compare Sam Raimi's version of the Evil Dead. Definitely different leagues. The remake was horrible. The remake was all over the place. I hated the remake. I love the original. I love all the Evil Dead films. You've got Bruce Campbell, an iconic character of the Evil Dead universe. He went on to play Ash in the second Evil Dead, the third one. and now Ash versus the Evil Dead. And yeah, you can't compare the two. But without further ado, let's end this video with a clip from this horror movie remake.
Daddy, why are you doing this to me? Who are these people?
Look, they're good people. They're here to help.
What are you talking about?
Ultimately, those are my top 10 worst horror remakes. Now, I know I'm going to cop a lot of flack for making this video, and I know everyone out there is going to have a sook and tell me that movie wasn't that bad, or I really liked this movie. I thought that movie was really good. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, good for you, because if you haven't seen this video here, these are my top 10 scariest movies that I've ever seen in my entire life. So check out that video. I'll put a link in the description to where you can watch that video. It's on my channel. But that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I'm Mike Star. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below in the comment section if you've got any questions. And also let me know what your worst horror remake is that you've seen. I'll see you all on the next video, folks. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all then. Have a good night.
Thank you.